Since I was sworn in 3 days ago, we've experienced one snowstorm. We have another one on the way. The fine people standing behind me and the men and women of the DPW have already put down the last 3 days 2,000 tons of salt and have cleared 2,500 miles of road. It's been a remarkable effort, and obviously we're geared up for what appears to be another snowstorm coming tonight. With me, I'll start with Gary Brown, who is the head of public services for the city of Detroit now and is over all the operations. We also have Ron Brundage, the head of DPW, and Brad Dick, the head of the General Services Department, that's doing the repairs. We have had our snow removal operators on 24 hours for most of the past few days. They're getting a little bit of a break right now. I think they've done a really fine job. The city workers have cleared the 700 miles roughly of main road. We used private operators to clear the 1,800 miles of residential street. And I've been all around the city today, and the streets are pretty passable. I think they've done a fine job, and I want to thank the men and women of the DPW for what they've done. My guess is that they'll be up tonight, and they'll be going around the clock for the next few days. On the garbage removal, we have fallen farther behind, and if you've been in the streets of the city, you know why. While we have plowed the residential streets, we basically have a narrow area in the middle of the streets that allows for the passage of one car, and it is making it extremely slow for the sanitation workers to get through. We are now about 36 to 48 hours behind in our trash pickup schedule. And of course, because of the holiday on Wednesday, we were backed up a day anyway. So for example, at my house, I'm normally a Wednesday pickup. We put the trash out on Thursday, and it should be picked up shortly. We started last night with every available garbage truck is now operating 24 hours a day. And our sanitation workers are going to be out there around the clock until we catch up. If your garbage can is out in front of the house, your trash container is in front of the house, leave it there, we'll get to it. It may be 24 hours or 36 hours or so, but we'll get there. The sanitation workers may come at 3 or 4 in the morning, and I'm sorry for the inconvenience the disturbance will cause, but it's such slow going that we are never going to get caught up if we don't operate around the clock. And so it will not be unusual for the next few days to see the trash removal occur well into the night. And starting tomorrow, once we have every truck out with every driver that we've got, we're also going to be bringing in private vendors for a couple of days on the garbage removal to get us caught up. The most important thing for residents of the city of Detroit to know is what we're doing on the schedule for next week. We would have been caught up tomorrow night, but we are anticipating another significant snowstorm, and we want to get ahead of this. So for next week, on garbage removal, we're going on a holiday schedule as if Monday's a holiday, which means instead of putting your garbage out on Monday, if Monday's your regular day, put it out Tuesday. If Tuesday's your regular day, put it out Wednesday, just as if this were a holiday week. I want to make sure that we don't start to have garbage start to pile up in this city, and that will give us the opportunity to get caught up, and we will continue to go around the clock until we are caught up, and I do expect us to be there in the early part of next week. And so if you're out there and you see the sanitation workers or the snowplow operators, smile, wave. These people are just doing a phenomenal job for us. And the mechanics, who you won't see, are also working around the clock, because the same mechanics that are putting our snow removal vehicles on the road are also putting our trash removal vehicles on the road. And now we're looking at having all of them on the road basically 24 hours a day for the next few days. So we're going to get through this, and it's just going to need a little bit of patience. And with that, we'll take any questions.
Could you say again when you expect to be caught up on the trash the week after the holiday week?
I expect us to be caught up Sunday or Monday. So we will be caught up with what's out there this week, and then next week we're going to go through the week, and then we should be fine. Now, I don't know if there'll be another snowstorm in a week, but we do expect that we treat next week as a holiday week, and that we'll be on a normal schedule after that, barring any further development on the weather.
Your message to residents is basically be patient over the next couple of days while you try and deal with everything that's going on.
Yeah, I say be patient and be appreciative of the work, of the efforts of the city workers. I've been out in the snow plows with the drivers. What they are doing in very difficult circumstances is remarkable, and I'm just really impressed with the dedication. In many cases, we've got some equipment that's pretty old, and in many cases, you got people working 12-hour shifts. In some cases, it might be a 16-hour shift, although basically we've been on 12s and switching off. But they're working long hours and doing a fine job. And we should appreciate what they're doing. I've been really pleased at the condition of the snow as I've gone around the city today.
Anything to say about your first few days in office?
You know, I've learned far more about snow removal than I expected to. And on the garbage side, as the team here knows, when I was in college, one of the summer jobs I worked was I was a garbage truck driver in the city of Southfield. And, when I came in, Ron Brundage asked me if I still had my commercial driver's license. I think he was going to assign me to a vehicle there this morning, but I told him it lapsed about 25 years ago. It's been a good education for me. I don't necessarily know that I wanted to have to learn it all my first 4 days, but I've just been so impressed as I've sat here with Gary Brown and the whole team, the way they've approached this, the way they're getting vehicles fixed back on the road, the way the unions are cooperating and getting people in on these shifts. I've been just very pleased.
Now we're expecting 6 to 12 inches starting tonight through tomorrow night. How many crews do you anticipate having out in the next 24 to 48 hours?
Yeah, I mean, we basically are running 40 vehicles on the snow removal side, and that's what we have had, and that's what we'll continue to have. If we get above 6 inches, we call in the private vendors who will then come and plow the residential street. But the 40 trucks that we have had out around the clock have just done a fine job, and I think they'll be fine.
Advice for residents: we're expecting temperatures of 0 early in the week with a chill factor of about 30 below.
I'll turn that over to Gary or Ron.
Well, and before I answer the question, let me just also thank the mayor for his support. It's unprecedented to have this type of support dedicated towards improving the quality of life with regards to services for our citizens. And then let me also thank not only the executive team that's been working on this project, but the men and women that drive the trucks, the operators, as well as the mechanics. It's been refreshing to listen to them and have them come up with innovative ways to overcome challenges with regards to the weather, with regards to how the weather is reacting to the equipment and the such. So I can't thank the men and women. And I as the mayor said, what citizens should be doing is thanking these men and women for being here during this holiday weekend while most of them are enjoying the holiday and putting garbage out, where they're here every day, 24 hours a day, trying to clear up this problem. So your question again was?
Just advice for residents, and with temperatures are not expected to get above 0 really Monday, Tuesday. Chill factor maybe 30 below, which is pretty cold for this area of the country. Just advice to residents, and will you have warming centers open on Monday?
Yeah, certainly, if needed on Monday, we will open up rec centers, and they can certainly go to the city's website to get the locations and the times of those warming centers that will be open. You know, we're asking the citizens to use common sense in this type of brutal cold weather, and to, when they're out on the road, if they have to be out on the road, to be mindful that the drivers need them to stay out of the way while they're picking up the garbage as well as clearing the streets. So just use common courtesy, and if they have the time, stop and wave at the driver and thank them for what they're doing.
And we will have, we have plans for 4 warming centers to be open if they're needed, and if they are, we'll make that announcement in the next couple of days. All right, thank you very much for your time.